just as much as some dogs aren't sane, there's a human out there who's not very sane. Goes by the name of Chiefsaholic
You want to say his
or
real
Probably.
name?
Alexander Bubadar.
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 Babadar.
Babadur. Whatever his name is, doesn't really matter at the moment.
Now,
Because old boy's
what
going
what
away for a while.
what was he on the run from?
So
Let's just
so
remind everybody. What was he?
yeah,
What was he on the run from?
Chiefsaholic, prominent Chiefs Kingdom Twitter user, in the Chiefs Kingdom community, was arrested this past season, middle of the year. I believe it was the Texan Houston's game he was going to go to, and Houston
Yeah.
Texans game, and was
I was
caught
gonna let
in
it slide.
Bixby, Oklahoma, for
Right.
robbing a bank. From there, he was right before the Super Bowl granted a release to, or actually, he made bond. He was not granted his release, but he did make bond. From there, within a couple of days, he cut the ankle monitor off and decided to go on the run. Again, multiple banks. Over the
On
last
on the
month,
run from his bank robbing charges, right?
yes, correct. On the run from his bank robbing charges. Within the last month, he was found in up in the Northern California area, in Placer County, and was placed back under arrest. The FBI, after conducting research, had determined that he had uh, robbed banks, multiple banks, over like a 5-state territory. That was what they could conduct in that short period of time. I'm sure there will be more. And more research has come out today, from the police, that while he was on the run from robbing banks, he'd cut off his ankle monitor after making bond again. Uh, he was caught robbing more banks.
The brightest man that I think I have. Just like, what a guy. He really has to have it all together up here because he's he's supposed to be going to jail for robbing banks. He's on the lam and robbing more banks. This guy's a genius.
Hey, he was
This
thinking
is
of Double
going to be made
Jeopardy.
into a documentary / movie
I
because of
no,
because of his genius.
this has to beg the question: how fucking easy is it to rob a bank? We grew up thinking this was one of the most difficult things to do. This isn't the Wild West. There's security. They have security guards.
You
They
gotta
have
get
cameras.
a crew. You gotta get a getaway driver. You gotta wear masks. You gotta
They've
have
got the ink
firearms.
bags. They've got the ink bags. You're going to get caught as soon as you open up a bag. They're going to lock the doors. You're not going to be able to get out. Like, you have to go through all this meticulous planning and
You
go
gotta get
outside
a
of bank
safecracker
hours.
as a part of your crew. Like you gotta get into the vault. Like
You can just walk in and steal $70,000 at a time, and nobody's going to catch you, even when you're already on the run.
there's a whole conversation to be had about how robbery is almost legal nowadays. Like so many places have no chase policies, and the cops can't even get involved unless it's over a certain dollar amount. Like
Well, in New York,
wild.
you cannot be. In New York, the limit is 950. They can't even arrest you if you steal anything from a store or a place of business that's less than $950 or less in New York.
I know there's rules similar, just like in regular places, because New
Yep,
York is like
wild.
fantasy land for gangs.
Yeah, what they do a lot of in Walmart, I know I've seen a lot of news about that. They use the self checkout cameras and they just track how much everything's worth. Once it's over 2,000 or something, they actually put it in finally. But
Yeah, insane. It's got to be so easy to rob banks. I don't know why we work 9 to 5s. I don't know why we try to make money doing a podcast. Let's just go rob banks.
I mean, now we're on record. So thanks a lot for ruining that plan, Ty Bob.
I think everybody's
But
on record
the
at this
whole
point.
the whole reason that we don't is because we don't end up in Babadar's situation. Eventually, it's going to catch up to you. Okay, we are citizens of the right mind. We are law-abiding citizens. Shout out Gerard Butler,
Fantastic movie.
not Tom Cruise.